my book sales increased as I have published some of the videos.
Today, I'm with Dr. David Graves from the Electronic Christian Media Company, who's a retired archaeologist and user of Pictory. Thank you for joining me, David.
Oh, good to be with you.
Please tell me a little bit about your organization.
In the 80s, I started a publishing company to do a multimedia study Bible called The Scroll. And after Windows 95 came out, that ended up ending that part of it. So I began to port everything over to physical books. So I wrote 35 books on archaeology and various subjects and publish them now through my company, Electronic Christian Media. But I've been, of course, an archaeologist in the field for over 20 years, working in Jordan and Israel and Egypt and Turkey and the entire Middle East. So I've seen a lot of sites and worked on a lot of projects over the years, and I've incorporated that material into my books.
And how are you using Pictory to bring those books to life?
Well, recently I've decided to begin the video quest and start with the YouTube and Rumble and try to promote my books in that venue. Being a small independent publishing company, you don't have the advantage of having large organizations doing a lot of that promotion for you. So I'm using social media now and using Pictory to create those videos. Makes it easier for me, and I'm able to put in some good material to promote my books.
Tell me a little bit more about how you're actually making those videos and what the content of those videos is and where those videos end up.
Well, I have probably a few hundred PowerPoint presentations from my classes. I do all of my own graphics and images. So I've created, I've got a large storehouse of photographs and images. So I create a script from my PowerPoints. I see that recently you've just introduced a new PowerPoint to video feature, which is helpful. And I'm beta testing that for you. So I take and create my script, and then I bring in a lot of my own video and a lot of my own photographic content into it. And so Pictory is flexible. If you want to use, the videos you find for me, that's fine. If I want to use my own, I can do that easily by just uploading my images.
Are you using the AI voices that we provide within the platform?
Yes, I am. I like that feature. I don't have a very good, I don't have a really good radio voice. I have a good face for radio, So I've been using the animated AI voices, and I like them. They work very well.
And what's the length of the video that you're producing? Are these shorts or longer form?
I'm doing a little bit of both. So I've recently done a few shorts, usually 1 to 2 minutes. I have had a couple of them with my longer presentations explaining material from my classes and books, about 5 to 10 minutes. So I've used both.
And these are uploaded to Facebook and to YouTube and other social media platforms as a way of promoting book sales. Is that the end game here?
Yes, I've been doing that. I've been also using some of the shorter ones for intros for my podcast that I've been working with one of my colleagues for Bible Interact. He's got a podcast. So about once a week we do a podcast on a different artifact or different subject, and then we use the shorts for those.
We'll very soon be having MP3 to video capabilities as well. So that will be great for the podcast.
Oh, great.
Can you speak to any of the results that you've seen as a result of using Pictory?
I haven't gone into a lot of the analytics. I've done a bit of that recently. So just sort of starting on that. I do see that my book sales increased as I have published some of the videos and have done some of the podcasts. I think we're up to about almost 30,000 subscribers on our podcast right now. And those have jumped since I have begun doing the videos, the podcast with the Pictory. So it has helped, I can say, our readership and audience.
Interesting that you should say that, because many of our clients report significant increases in engagement once they embrace the video channel compared to previous attempts via just audio or text.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not doing my YouTube stuff to generate income so much. If I get some income off of that, that's great. But I'm doing it like through a third party with Bible Interact, so they're getting the revenues. So my main feature is to promote my books and see if we can sell some of those and just get the word out. As you know, if they don't know about you, they won't buy your book.
With Pictory, of course, creating videos is very quick and easy, and not to mention cost effective. I think one professionally produced video is going to cost you several multiples of how much an annual subscription to Pictory would cost.
Yes, that's right. It certainly does. And I can usually do one I spend quite a bit of time massaging it, and I spend maybe about a day. But you could put one out in anywhere from half an hour to an hour if you really wanted to, using all the AI features. But I do all the graphics for every slide, and then I go over it quite carefully. So I'm a perfectionist, so it takes me a little bit longer to do that, but easy to do, and I really love doing it and enjoy it. So it's not a burden for me.
Well, if you've ever tried to make videos using a traditional desktop editor, you'll realize just how easy Pictory is by comparison.
Yes, in the old days when I was an IT director, I did a lot of that stuff. It was quite cumbersome and quite laborious. So I sort of jumped back into it now and discovered Pictory and thought, wow, this is going to be a great tool. Let's see what it can do. And I was quite pleased with the results.
That's very nice of you to say so. I have a final question, if I may. If you were speaking to somebody who had not used Pictory before, David, what would you say to them?
I would say it's very easy to use. There's a little bit of a learning curve for me in trying to find out where all the buttons and everything goes, but it's not complicated and quite user-friendly. And you just explore it a little bit and just keep trying it out. I've introduced it to another friend of mine, and I'm going to be doing some tutorials with him, actually, trying to walk him through it. So it's very easy to use, and I would highly recommend it. Try it and see what results you can get from it.
We've been very generous with your time, and it's really great to speak to somebody who's so enthusiastic about using Pictory. I thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.